This is what you think 5G is about. A buzzword. A buzzword. A pawn in the chess game between the United States and China. A pawn in the chess game between the United States and China. But there's more to 5G than that. What can this new iteration of our mobile networks do? In this episode, I'm headed to one of the world's most technologically advanced countries, South Korea. I want to demystify 5G.
Your hands are not on the wheel and hasn't used anything. Okay, it's moving by itself. Wow.
Meet those who are at the forefront of 5G technology
경기장을 마음껏 확대하고 축소해서
to find out how 5G will change our lives. This is our world today. Complicated ideas, news saturation, information overload. We'll delve into the issues, break down the stories to see what matters and why it matters. Imagine downloading a dozen high-definition movies in a matter of seconds. Imagine FaceTiming all of your overseas colleagues simultaneously with almost zero lag. That's what Singapore and most of the world can wake up to in 2020 when 5G, or the fifth generation of cellular network, is expected to be available. But one country couldn't wait. Welcome to South Korea, the place to be for K-pop, kimchi, and crazy fast internet. In April, the land of morning calm launched the world's first commercial 5G network, beating the United States and China to it. It's been more than 3 months since 5G has been launched here. I want to know what life is like in the fast lane. Jim Bewley is the technology editor of the Korea Chung-ang Daily, the country's top English language news provider. So you've got a 5G phone?
Yeah, so this is the LG V50 ThinQ, LG's first 5G phone. You've got a 4G phone.
Yes, I do.
So we're both running the same speed test app. So if we fire this up, we can compare the speeds. Yeah, so mine is 740 megabytes per second. That's a 5G speed.
Okay. And mine's 34.2.
Right. So there you can see the major difference. But of course, we're in central Seoul, we're surrounded by the 5G infrastructure.
5G can achieve such speeds because they use completely different wavelengths from 4G. They are called millimeter waves, and like the name suggests, they're really short. The shorter wavelength means they could carry a lot of data much faster, up to 100 times more than 4G with almost zero latency, which means virtually no lag. What does it take to bring 4G to 5G?
Well, they have to update all of the existing infrastructure because 5G is a different wavelength signal. So whilst you can be within sort of 300 meters of a 5G antenna and pick up a very strong signal, for 4G you can be within 16 kilometers and still pick up a stronger signal. So in order to roll out 5G, they need not only to update all the existing antennas, but also considerably more of them, because they're a smaller wavelength and it's going to get more interrupted by the physical infrastructure of a building. The costs are going to run into the billions of Korean won to roll out that kind of system.
So why has Korea invested so much in building up the infrastructure to enable 5G everywhere?
Being the first to roll out the network has serious economic benefits. I mean, not only does it mean that Korea is at the forefront of the technology and the know-how and they can export that.
Early access to 5G gives Korean developers a head start to come up with applications and services that use the network. I am testing out the U+ AR app, one of the 1,500 augmented reality contents that are expected to roll out by the end of this year, thanks to the faster 5G network. I'm going to give it a go. As a performer, I've had acting coaches, voice coaches, but never a virtual coach like this. Mobile service provider LG U+ is investing $8.4 million to create high-quality entertainment contents to attract users to 5G services. The company's AR content team manager, Cha Yun-jae, is the man behind the U+ AR app that allows users to learn K-pop dancers from their idols virtually, anywhere.
What other applications can we see with this technology? 아이돌 댄스를 배울 수 있는 그런 K-팝뿐만 아니라 홈 트레이닝 같은 360도로 돌려서 정확한 부위를 볼 수 있는 그런 컨텐츠들. 그래서 홈 트레이닝을 하거나 AR 컨텐츠 하나가 1분짜리가 600메가에 달해요. 이거를 실시간으로 스트리밍하거나 사람들이 컨텐츠를 즐기기에는 4G 때는 매우 속도가 느렸거든요.
That 4G is now considered too slow only goes to show how quickly mobile technology has progressed. It was barely 40 years ago when 1G analog radio phones allowed us to talk to each other on the go. 2G gave rise to digital signals and text messaging. 3G got us onto the World Wide Web. And 4G made streaming a pleasure. "5G? What we know is that the technology can potentially offer 100 times faster data speeds. This means potentially better support for virtual reality, artificial intelligence, or anything that we need to see, play, or hear in real time. Today, I'm trying out one of the first made-for-5G applications in Korea. Hwang Gyo-ja developed the LG U+ Pro Baseball application. The app not only streams professional league matches live, it allows fans the freedom to watch them from any angle without any lag.
지금은 외야에서 외야 선수들을 볼 수 있고 1루에 진출했는지 그다음에 3루에서 어떻게 되고 있는지 이런 걸 보실 수가 있어요. 경기장을 마음껏 확대하고 축소해서
They can view any of the 60 cameras in this stadium in real time from their mobile devices.
So what does it take to be able to set up and provide this service?
저희가 올해부터 제공한 5G 프로야구 서비스를 위해서는 구장 안에 60개의 특별한 카메라를 설치해서 별도 영상을 찍는 것이 필요했고요.
What would happen if I tried to use the service but on a 4G network?
네, 4G에서는 지금보다 속도가 10배 정도 더 느렸기 때문에 일반 영상만 선명하게 보실 수 있는 정도였습니다. 아마 많이 끊기고 고객이 직접 조작하기도 어렵고 편안히 보실 수가 없을 겁니다.
You know, we've been watching sports on TV for years, decades even. Why do we need this extra layer of service?
야구를 아주 많이 좋아하시는 고객들의 경우에는 감독이 된 것처럼 판정을 해가면서 야구를 생생하게 보고 싶어하는 그런 니즈가 있었습니다.
So 5G will open up a world of possibilities for video content on the go, satisfying our every fancy, even those we never thought possible. A recent report by Ericsson suggests that video traffic will account for nearly 75% of all mobile data traffic by 2022. But commercial content will not be the only thing fueling this video consumption.
Hey, this is from the Singapore. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Joshua. I'm from Singapore. I host a program called Why It Matters on CNA.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going on a live stream.
Right?
Yep. Hello, Yuki. U-K-Y. Is it Uki or Yuki?
Uki.
Uki.
Yeah.
Uki, can you do something?
I don't have a YouTube channel, so I'll be borrowing Uki's. Just by reviewing the latest tech gadgets, Uki has garnered almost 22,000 subscribers.
So this day I uploaded to the 5G smartphone to make a video. Wow, it's amazing the speed. Sometimes I'm almost the 4K video. It's very long time, about 20 minutes. It's 5G service about 5 minutes. Sometimes I'm streaming to my YouTube channel, but it works very slowly and they cannot service. But it changes the 5G service. Never delay the clearly resolution.
This is probably what's keeping us from live streaming or watching live streams. The much dreaded lag. But 5G promises to be a lot faster than even the best 4G, which means potentially a better adoption of live streaming apps. And it's not just us humans who will benefit from 5G. Machines are also about to get smarter. I am in Hwasong, South Korea, about an hour's drive from Seoul. This city was best known for mysterious murders. Until recently, it became known for this. At 360,000 square meters, K-City is bigger than the Singapore Sports Hub. Rigged out with 5G base stations, it is the world's first and largest 5G test bed for self-driving cars. This cost the government $9.77 million to build. It is a town complete with roads, highways, city outskirts, construction sites, built for one purpose: to test self-driving cars in real road environments. I am meeting Wee Pa. An accident 5 years ago left him paraplegic. He gets around in a specially designed car.
Shall we go?
All right, let's go. Wow. Oh my gosh. It's my first time in a driverless car. Your hands are not on the wheel and it's...
I don't use anything.
Okay, it's moving by itself. Wow. Today, we get to take the Hyundai Ioniq on a test drive. At K-City, the car drives you. Powered by 5G network, this is Hyundai's first self-driving car. Van is coming up. Oh my gosh, it's just slowed down by itself. And okay, so the wheel is turning. Hello. Hey.
How do you feel?
Okay, right now it's quite safe because there are no other cars on the road except us.
I was very interested in this kind of technology because, you know, we are paralyzed. So this technology will be helpful for people like me.
So would you buy a driverless car now?
Honestly, not now. Maybe if this technology getting better,
Okay.
yeah, I will buy it if I have money. Because this technology have to solve many problems.
What kind of problems are there still?
Honestly, I'm not sure about this car system right now because this car have to react, you know.
To the sudden changes in the road conditions.
Yeah, right.
Imagine a world which empowers people with mobility impairments. A world with potentially no congestion, no accidents. The technology to make this a reality is already here. Self-driving cars. So why aren't they more prevalent? The answer is wireless technology. Our current 4G network just does not have the capacity or responsiveness to support the communication among hundreds of thousands of cars all at once. Enter 5G. Chief researcher of K-City's automated vehicle division, Nam Baek, has been researching intelligent transportation system and autonomous vehicles since the year 2000. He believes it will be possible to relay data in less than 1 millisecond with 5G technology, as compared to 50 milliseconds on 4G. Why is 5G such a game changer for self-driving cars?
저희가 생각할 때 5G 기술은 그 차량과 그러니까 많은 데이터를 생성하는 차량과 많은 데이터를 전달해야 되는 어떤 그 도로와 통신하는 데 있어서 가장 궁합이 잘 맞는 기술이다라고 생각을 하고 있고, 예를 들면 저희가 이제 예를 들어 상황을 설정해 보면 그런 거죠. 어떤 도로에 낙하물이 떨어졌는데 어떤 차가 한 차가 바라봤을 때 어떤 다른 차에서 그 낙하물을 못 볼 수도 있고, 그 정보를 같이 공유한다면 보다 더 안전하게 주행할 수 있다라고 생각할 수 있습니다.
So when can we see these driverless cars on the roads?
직접 개발하는 사람의 입장에서는 자율차의 기술이 완성됐다 그래서 도로에서 자율차를 바로 바라볼 수 있는 건 아니거든요. 통신에 있어서는 사실 지금 웨이브 테크놀로지를 이미 사용을 하고 있지만, 그러니까 5G를 이용하기 위해서는 현재 5G 기지국이라든가.
So how many of these 5G base stations does the whole country need?
수십만 개 필요하다고 생각하시면 돼요. 그럼 전국을 다 커버하려면.
So 5G's rapid-fire connectivity is key to speeding up the process of autonomous vehicles. It immediately joins the dots in any traffic situation between your car and the cyclist, the pedestrian, and the wider infrastructure. But for this to be a reality, hundreds of base stations costing millions of dollars would be required. So we might still need a couple more years. Meanwhile, I want to find out how 5G will enhance my everyday mobile experience.
경기장을 마음껏 확대하고 축소해서
I have seen how 5G can revolutionize the way we view content.
Oh my gosh, he's moving and he's not controlling anything.
And move the speedometer on the progress of self-driving cars. But what about basic everyday stuff that I use my mobile phone for? To find out, I first need to get my hands on a 5G phone. I am looking for a 5G phone. Yeah. Oh, okay, thanks. Along with the rollout of the 5G network in South Korea, mobile phone companies have quickly announced the launch of their latest 5G phones. I can't wait to try this out. Okay, so now that I've gotten 5G, I'm just gonna try how a video call looks like. I'm gonna call one of my friends back in Singapore. Here we go. Hello? Hey, Elrica. You can't hear me? Hello? Hello? What's happening? And the call just failed. I think something's going wrong on her end. I'm gonna do a speed test right now. Okay, it's starting. It's hovering above 40, which is significantly lower than the 500 speed we had before. That's a pretty bad speed at 47.3 megabits per second. Not off to a great start. Sometime during the call, the 5G network had dropped to 4G. That explains the speed test reading of 47.3 megabits per second and the poor call connection. I've been warned that the network coverage is not ubiquitous yet. Not very successful so far. Elrica's trying to call again. Hi. Oh wait, her image is a bit frozen. Hey Elrica, hi. Hello. It's kind of laggy, right? And the call has failed. But elsewhere in Seoul, when I do get 5G connection, perhaps due to proximity to the base stations, the speeds rev up wildly. It's not much different from my experience in Singapore where we have 4G networks. 5G doesn't make me play the game faster. It kind of ensures that I have a smooth experience in the game. Back to more playing. Other than the call glitch, I am enjoying my 5G experience. I wonder if the splendor of 5G has swept the streets of Seoul. Can I ask if any of you are using 5G?
No, I'm not using now. I heard it is very expensive to use 5G.
Do you use 5G?
Oh no.
No.
I think Korea is not fully developed in 5G technology.
Okay.
So if we get out of Seoul, it's really inconvenient to use
Yeah.
5G.
Now 4G is already fast for us, so we don't feel any need to go on 5G.
While no one I spoke to had been convinced by the 5G network, statistics show that over 1 million Koreans have signed up for 5G since it launched in April. That's 3% of the population in 3 months, surpassing the rate of adoption for 4G. By the end of this year, the number is estimated to grow to 5 million.
Since I landed in Korea, I've been trying to understand 5G and demystify the technology, which I believe I did. I've also been trying to look beyond the hype of it, but this, I don't believe I did.
I am speaking to Lee Jong-sik to gain clarity. He is heading the 5G task force at South Korea's largest telecommunications company. I'd like to give video calling on 5G another go.
Hi, Mr. Lee. Why are we so impressed by 5G network's speed?
5G는 단순히 속도가 더 빠른 미래의 이동통신을 의미하는 것만은 아닙니다. 5G가 가지는 초고속, 초저지연, 초연결성이라는 속성은 여러 산업 분야에서 요구하고 있는 새로운 서비스를 가능하게 하는 새로운 산업혁명을 가능하게 하는 요인이라고 생각합니다. 지금 현재 얘기되고 있는 클라우드라든지 AI라든지 자율주행이라는 이 모든 것들이 5G를 통해 연결되고 그걸 통해서 교통사고라든지 재난에서 사람들이 더 안전해지고 로봇 등이 가정이나 산업 전반에 걸쳐서 혁신을 이루어지는 그런 미래가 바로 5G가 꿈꾸는 세상입니다.
Singapore is on track to roll out 5G services next year with plans for at least 2 nationwide networks to start with.
Meanwhile, in Singapore, we can expect 50% of our island to be covered by 5G by 2023. Unlike South Korea, which is upgrading its 4G substations with 5G technology, ours will be a standalone 5G infrastructure. Our major telcos are already testing out 5G applications. Exciting times ahead.
At the moment, our 4G network seems to do the job. It's fast enough, reliable enough, but is that really enough? The digital age has a way of making something we never thought we needed into something we can't live without. And because 5G enables real-time transmission of data, it makes things like self-driving cars and even telemedicine possible. Or in my case, live jamming without lag. Music to my ears. And that's why it matters.